So let's take a quick look at how I'm currently set up. I've got the VT100 terminal emulator set up here. There is a PS2 keyboard plugged into it, of course VGA out. I've got the TTL to RS-232 level converter here, and eventually through this little mess of wiring it goes around to the TTY0 RS-232 port in the back of my Altair. When I plug the USB power in from my main computer, it'll power the board up. Hopefully we'll get a flashing cursor on the VGA monitor, and I should then be able to open up TerraTerm and connect to what should be COM4 on my machine to get control as well. So let me stand up here and plug that in. And we have a flashing cursor on the screen. That's a good sign. Let me get TerraTerm opened, and I should be able to hopefully see a COM4 here, which will be the new device. So COM4 is hooked to the USB here on the device, and then the computer itself is hooked up through here, and we should be able to use both TerraTerm and the keyboard and VGA display at the same time. Basically the board here is taking care of splitting the serial streams and combining them as necessary. At least that's the hope. So let me get power on the Altair and get it reset. Examine FF00. Mount the floppies. And here goes nothing. Sweet. So I have video in both places, as I should have. Let me get a dir command here from the PS2 keyboard, and that works. And back on the computer in TerraTerm, I should be able to go to the B drive, and that works as well. So really cool. Really cool. So let's try a couple of other things here. We do a PC get. Actually, I need to open up a file browser, and we'll go look for a file to upload here. There should be something here, I believe on E, called VT and let's send barney.vt up. So I want to do a PC get barney.vt, and I'm going to do this from COM1 or port B in this case, serial port B. And I should then be able to do a file transfer xmodem send. Oh, we're already here. And so this should use the second serial port on the machine to send that file up. And so far, oh, I know why this isn't working. Let me cancel here. I need another TerraTerm session. I need this one connected to I believe COM2. File transfer xmodem send. Got too many serial ports. Nope, doesn't appear to be that port. Serial port 3 maybe. File transfer xmodem send. There it is. So apparently COM3 on my Windows 10 computer hooks to TTY1, or what they're calling B there on the other machine. Very cool. We should now have the barney.vt file up here, and let's see if it'll play. The VT100 emulation on both TerraTerm and the VT100 emulator are not perfect. So, not too bad. It's scrolling a bit funny. But Barney's getting crushed by the big rock on the anvil. So life is good. Let's now try to upload a file on COM4 here. This file would be going through the VT100 hardware emulator. So we'll send up beer.vt. So let's do a pc get beer.vt, and we'll do it on the same port here we're typing the command on. File transfer xmodem send, and we'll send up beer.vt. Well, it seems to be working. I would have expected it to. This is really pretty slick that I can have control in two places at the same time on the same serial port. That's kind of a neat feature of the board. And I'll go over to the PS2 keyboard here, and we'll type out Barney, or type out beer. Type beer.vt. And emulation's not perfect, as you can see. We're getting better emulation in TerraTerm. There's escape sequences there not being captured properly, and it looks like font issues as well, which is kind of sad. Well, nothing can be perfect. Well, I think that's actually pretty slick. Not sure what else we can do here. mbasic. We'll write a little bit of code. Print chr string 27 to get an escape. Quote bracket 2j. That should clear the screen. hr string 27 bracket h should home the cursor. It cleared screen and home the cursor. 15 for x equals 0 to 255. 20. Actually, let's do this a little bit simpler. 7 for x equals 0 to 255. 12 print hello world, value of x, 15, next x, 20, go to 7. We need to do one more thing, edit 12, insert semicolon. I want to get some spaces off the end here. So that should, up on the top of the screen there, do exactly what you're saying. Bringing the cursor back to one line off of home, and I think I know why that is. Yep, if I edit 10, I've got a carriage return still on the end of this here. That should now put that output line at the top of the screen, and interesting enough, it's got the same issue on both terminals. Huh. Go ahead and let it put in a carriage return. So it likes having a carriage return. 13, I believe, is a carriage return. Or 12. Looks like 12 is a carriage return. So let's see if we can do this without actually getting the double line. I want to insert CHR string 12 here to send a carriage return, but not a line feed. Nope. Or maybe it needs to be a 13. That's better. Okay, that cleaned that up. So we're actually, we need a 13's carriage return. We need a carriage return basically to truncate the output string back to, line back to 0. So you could begin to do, positional programming on the screen for games, that kind of stuff. That's really pretty cool. So yeah, we have basic VT100 emulation over on the VGA monitor. We've been able to split the serial strings, which is really pretty cool. Pretty happy with this. I guess this will kind of wrap this little bit of the demo up here. It works. The next thing is to get the VT100 hardware emulator in a case or mounted inside of the Altair itself. I'm kind of undecided yet what I'm going to do. So we'll pick that up in a future video.